Next question goes to Mr. Ahmed Deedat.
First of all, I have to agree with Pastor Sjoberg that
Silence,
these two
please, in the whole thing.
last evenings really has made us Christians upset, emotionally upset. Mr. Ahmed Deedat, yesterday evening you said that my holy book,
Silence, please. Thank you.
my holy book, the Bible, is the most dangerous book which ever has been written in the world. What are you talking about? What in hell are you talking about? I'm sorry I'm using that word in the church.
Your question, please. Thank you.
I have to tell this. I have been married to an Egyptian Muslim doctor. And I have 2 Muslim children. And I have had wonderful Muslim parents-in-law. But they were completely different from you. Do they have gone to Mecca? Do they follow everything from the Quran? But I respect them because they respected my religion.
Sorry, Ms. Come to your question,
And
please.
now
Thank you.
you talked about the occupation. My question will be, what was the occupation of the Prophet Muhammad? And how old was his youngest wife when he married her? One of the 10.
Thank you.
6 or 10 years old.
Thank you. Silence, please. The question goes to Mr. Ahmed Deedat. Please respect the time limit so we can have as many questions as possibly answered. Thank you. Silence, please.
My dear sister, I couldn't grasp everything that you said, but you made certain allegations that I had said that the Bible is the most dangerous book on earth ever written. You don't remember exactly what I said. I will tell you what I said, and you can confirm or deny. I said in the words of George Bernard Shaw, I said, George Bernard Shaw says that this is the most dangerous book on earth. Keep it under lock and key. I said, George Bernard Shaw says that. There's a videotape. Videos are being made. You can have it confirmed. And I hope and pray that I come again to Scandinavia, to Stockholm. And if you can find that I said that exact words, these are the words of... And the plain truth, he says, you know, many a censor will give it an X rating. Now, out of respect for my brothers and sisters, my sisters and my children, I'm ashamed to quote you the Bible. I asked Jimmy Swaggart. I challenged him. I said, I give you $100 if you will read this portion of the Bible. And I opened Ezekiel chapter 23 and I gave it to him. And that tape is also available here. Videotape, my debate with Swaggart. And you watch. He takes the Bible and he scans Ezekiel 23 and he puts this Bible on the, what do you call that, rostrum, upside down. He takes his own Bible and he reads it. And I lost $100. I lost $100. You know why? I lost $100 to Jimmy Swaggart for reading that. You see, he had played a trick upon the audience, and I was not a quibbler. I don't start quibbling. So you see, you know, you did, no, I don't do that. With a smiling face, I took out the notes and I gave it to him. Jimmy Swaggart. It's on tape. What he did was, you see, what I gave him was in simple English, modern English, where it calls a spade. He scanned that, and he knew he can't read that. Even he, with whatever we discover about him later on, even with all those propensities, he dared not read what I gave him, the Bible. He takes the authorized King James Version, and he read 60 miles an hour. See? some Arab students in Baton Rouge. They're asking me the next morning, he said, "Uncle, what happened? We don't know." I said, "You see, you challenged him, and he did something, and you gave him $100. Why?" So I said, "You see, this man, number of things he did, which made him to earn the 100. Number one, he didn't read what I gave him. Number two, he was reading 60 miles an hour. Son of man, there were two women, daughters of one mother, and they committed whoredoms in the youth. They committed whoredoms in Egypt. And there were the breastpressed, and there the bruised teeth of the virginity." The ordinary Arab, he can't catch whoredom. What is whoredom? He's thinking, what is it? What did he say? And before he can grasp what he could have said, he's gone 10 miles beyond. The speed with which he was reading, the archaic English that he was reading, and pornography to the American young men is not pornography. They're used to it. Day and night, 24 hours a day. You see it on TV, live. So these are the things. I don't know if you want personally, the opportunity of wanting me to read it to you. Ezekiel chapter 16, you read about the Egyptians. The Egyptians, she spoke about an Egyptian husband. Speak about the Egyptians, and it says great of flesh. Now what do you understand by that? The Egyptians and the Syrians, great of flesh, they couldn't satiate these Jews, these Jewish prostitutes. Ezekiel chapter 16. I can't read it to you, but if the pastor wants to, I can open up Ezekiel chapter 16, and if the pastor dared to read it, it's his privilege. Thank you.
We're proceeding next question, and it will be asked to Mr. Stanley Sjoberg.
Yeah, okay.
Silence, please, from everyone in the hall. Thank you.
Pastor Stanley, indeed, I'm a bit disappointed because you, a man of your religious stature, to stand here and ridicule us Muslims as immigrants in this country, telling people how much you have helped us and all that. At the same time, I believe you speak in a double tongue. Excuse me, excuse the expression, because you used it yourself. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not used to speaking in public, so my heart is pounding. But you see, you keep pounding into the hearts of the people that we Muslims, we hate Jews. You make an equal sign between us and how to say, Nazists. And you forget that we are living in this country where right now racism is rising very much. Now I want to ask you one simple question. Did Jesus, your God, tell you to treat people that way?
Thank you.
I want to give you an answer. If you invite me to a meeting in which you want to challenge my faith, and when I come, and I also have to pay some money in order to come, I share some of your expenses, and then I come to you, and your contribution to me is to give me poison to kill me. Then I must tell you that I have a better Christian character. When I meet Muslims, I give them bread to eat. We plant trees.
Silence, please.
We dig wells.
Silence, please.
We give them water to drink. And that is quite another character.
Silence, please. Thank you.
And why I use these words were because my Jesus is insulted, and even if I give answer upon answer upon answer, and I've seen videotapes, I know books and Christian leaders, they have given their answer to Mr. Deedat, and he continues to raise the same questions, and he puts his fingers in the ears, and he doesn't want to hear